This is section 2.2 from Openstax Precalculus. We're doing number 27 here, where we write an equation of a line perpendicular to the line P of t equals 3t plus 4. It's perpendicular to the first line, and it passes through the point 3, 1. Now what I'm going to do is start off by drawing the graph of these lines. It's not asked for, but I think it works. Actually, it gets to the point where you might be perhaps even solve the problem just from the graph if we do this carefully. So the easy one I would think is to plot the point 3, 1. And so I get that. I might move things around in a moment, but I have that now. All right, the other line is y equals 3t plus 4. And what I see is that the slope is m. This is y equals mx plus b form. We're using t. And then the intercept is 4. The y-intercept is 4. Well, I'd have to say that might just make this a little bit tricky. Slope is 3 over 1. So that means the rise over run is 3 over 1. So that means if I start at the intercept of 4, 0, 4, to get another point, I can go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and over 1. That'll give another point. So do you see what I'm doing is I'm making a little right triangle, I suppose, where I go up 3 and over 1. But it looks sort of messy when I do that. It's up 3 and over 1. I don't necessarily like that one. But anyway, well, maybe it was good, actually. Okay. And so that gives us our original line, the line given by P of t. Okay, now I'm trying to find a line that's perpendicular to that. So I think that, actually, I was sort of thinking, can I just sketch a graph carefully to find the perpendicular and find the equation of that perpendicular line? But I think the answer is no. I think I have to use some math to really get the exact answer. I mean, I can sort of guess what it would be, like something like that. I mean, it looks sort of perpendicular, but just by sketching the graph, no, I don't think I can do it. I don't think that's right at all. But anyway, I think it's something to be, I'm guessing that's exactly it. But look, what I'm going to use is I'm going to find the perpendicular line to this. Okay, and so for perpendicular, I'm going to have that m with this upside down t, I would call that m perp. I'm not the only one who calls it that either. A lot of very advanced math books do that. It's the negative reciprocal of our slope m. So in this case, m perpendicular is going to be negative 1 over 3. Now, I have a point and I have a slope. That should be enough. Another thing is, if I do sketch the graph carefully, which I did, I can look at this in terms of rise over run. So what I could say is that you have a rise is equal to negative 1 divided by the run, which is equal to 3. Negative 1 means, in terms of rise over run, negative 1 means going down by 1. And 3 for the run means going to the right by 1. It's just too messy there. But we could also consider this as 1 divided by negative 3, which means in terms of rise over run that I'm going up by 1 and to the left by 3. So this picture, actually, I just sort of guessed, but it's exactly right, I think. I go up by 1 and the left by 3. And just from that alone, because it's a careful drawing, I get the y-intercept is 2. So I get b is equal to 2, and I already have the slope. So I have y equals mx plus b. It's t actually here, sorry. Y equals mt plus b, and I'm putting m perp for the perpendicular. So I already have that. M perp is negative 1/3. and b is 2. Now, the way I found the b was from the graph, which is a little bit okay, but let me show you how you do it algebraically, because some numbers don't come out to be integers. Some examples don't have integers. But you could look at it this way. You have y equals m perp t plus b. We put in y equals negative 1/3 t plus b. Put in t equals 3 and y equals 1. Now, where'd that come from? Okay, so I have this 3, 1, and here's 3 and 1. Okay, so I'm going to put those in there, and I get 1 equals negative 1/3 times 3 plus b. So 1 equals negative 1 plus b, and therefore b equals 2. So I have that, and then I turn around and not just by looking at the graph, I've done that algebraically. Now the arrow there, I sort of try to avoid doing arrows because arrows have math meaning, and that arrow just means now take our answer and look over there. So I sort of try to avoid doing that, even though those type of arrows can be really good, in fact. But that leads to our answer. Actually, I think the arrow that might be appropriate is this arrow, which implies if b equals 2 and m perp is equal to negative 1/3, that implies that y equals negative 1/3 t plus 2 is our solution, and that agrees with our drawing here. Finally, I feel like maybe I'll write down that this is p of t equals 3t plus 4, and then in red, this is y equals negative 1/3 t plus 2. Okay, Openstax Precalculus, section 2.2, number 27.